The short version is that if you get Game Pass on PC, any game that's on Game Pass for PC will be accessible with your subscription to Game Pass for PC on PC. And the reason that is because there's only one tier, whereas on console, there's 3 different tiers. And this is where it gets a little bit confusing because right now I'm on my computer, if that wasn't obvious. And if, for example, I take a look at a game like Grounded 2 that is on Game Pass. Now it says I could play it, but I can't because my subscription ran out. So I go to see in store. It'll say, oh, subscribe included in Ultimate. Well, then you start clicking on it and you're like, oh, I have to pay $35 Canadian practically, so like $30 US to play this game because it's included in these plans. The thing is if you manually look for it online, you will see that it's available with Ultimate and PC. That means, once again, if you're on PC, you're always going to be good. But if you're on console, it's a little bit convoluted because there are 3 different tiers. These are the Canadian prices: Essential, Premium, Ultimate, 14, 18, 34. If you're in the good old US of A, it's simpler numbers. It's 10, 15, and 30. Okay, this is where it gets complicated because you'll have to kind of individually look at the different games on your console version of Game Pass to see what game you want. So like Outer Worlds, for example, an up-and-coming game. If you're on PC, it's just good with PC. But if you want it on console, you're going to need the Ultimate. Same thing with Microsoft Flight Simulator, a fairly recent title. Obviously, it's compatible with Ultimate. Ultimate has everything. It's good with PC, but you can go as low as Premium. Again, if you look at your library, it just tells you it's included in Premium, which is good. That's the truth. But it doesn't tell you that it's also good with PC. So again, you would go to click on it and be like, oh, but every time that this pops up here, there is a view PC only plan that they make a good job of kind of hiding it. And then you click on it, you don't really get a colorful screen. You get a colorful screen for the other ones, and then it tells you everything: 50 games, 200 games, 400 plus games. Then the PC one just says, oh, hundreds of games. There it is, little shit thing, subscribe and go ahead. It includes new games on day one. But it doesn't really tell you much more than that, which is kind of really frustrating, which is why I am making the video. Okay. I don't even know what else to add, if I need to add anything. I think basically what I'm trying to get at is the plan that they're telling you you need, okay, on the Xbox app is if you're on console. They're failing to mention, oh, by the way, of course it's with PC because PC includes everything. This is why I'm showing you the proof from official website from Microsoft. Again, Microsoft Flight Simulator as just one good example. It's good with PC Premium Ultimate. You don't need to touch any of that Essentials Premium Ultimate shit on PC. Okay? Hopefully I've made it pretty clear. Because I know for a fact that some people will get screwed over. They'll get fucked over and they'll click that wrong button and they'll buy a more expensive plan that they don't need to buy. And again, when you go to the bottom, it shows you right here. Hundreds of PC games, new games on day one, including new Xbox published games and third-party games. But it doesn't really tell you the games that are available, like I said, through the app. It's just a little bit wonky. And as a matter of fact, when it comes to Outer Worlds, and I go to see in store, it just choose edition not available separately. It says Game Pass, but then it doesn't tell you which Game Pass you need. Again, PC, you just need the PC. You get everything on PC. That's it. But if you want the double dip, you need the Ultimate because that gives you console and it gives you PC. But even if you don't care about PC, you may need the Ultimate in the case of Grounded 2, for example. Right? Why did I make this video? I'm hurting my own head. Hopefully this is of some use to a couple of people. Then for me, it was worth it. Thumbs up, as always, if you like the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm in trying to make me more relevant in search results when people are looking shit up online. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half and twist it, and I'll make sure every time you subscribe to Game Pass, I get that money going into my PayPal account. It's a shame that console players, in closing, have to jump through different tiers depending on the game that they want, whereas if you're on PC, it's just like, meh, whatever. You got the subscription, you get all the games. But it is a little wee bit more expensive now by a couple of dollars. Just to say that everything's just going up by a couple of bucks. My pay's not going up by a couple of bucks. All right. Take care, and if I'm lucky, maybe I will see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.